Hey guys, pre-video shades here. I recorded this video late Sunday night, September 29th, and spent the evening and the bulk of yesterday, September 30th, editing the video that you are about to see. And late last night, I refreshed the Wikipedia page that I reference in this video and saw that the situation had been resolved. And when I woke up today, when this video is being posted, I saw that the two videos that were affected by this are officially live on the channel again. Now, the reason why I'm still posting this video is because, one, I believe it shows a lot about how optimism always prevails with me. Two, because I want to have this on the record, which is something that I do say towards the end of the video. And three, because I do believe that the discussion in here about dealing with copyright on YouTube is still very much worth having. So that being said, enjoy some old school shades rambling with some new school shades editing.
And it's gone.
Hey guys, RanterInShades here, exercise my First Amendment rights vlog style, here with a quick update for a situation that is currently going on right now. I'm sure you've probably been hearing about a situation going on between YouTube and this company called SESAC, which stands for the Society of European Stage Authors and Composers. And to keep it brief about what exactly this company does, it is a company that specializes in issuing performance rights licensing for various songs and artists, a bunch of songs actually. And what's essentially going on is that YouTube is trying to negotiate a new license with SESAC to feature a bunch of songs licensed by them. And because this is still being negotiated, a bunch of songs, a bunch of really famous songs by a bunch of really famous artists have been getting blocked just in the US, not worldwide, just in the US. Such artists include, according to the Wikipedia article about this, Adele, Alice in Chains, Burna Boy, who I've never heard of, Mariah Carey, Bob Dylan, Fleetwood Mac, Green Day, Kendrick Lamar, Nirvana, R.E.M., and Rush, and probably a bunch more too. It does not stop at just them. Hey guys, Future Shades here. While I was editing this, I decided to reload the Wikipedia page just to see if anything had changed, and it's now saying that songs have been pulled just because they feature an artist that is represented by SESAC. And the list is now also including Boyz II Men, Zac Brown, Roseanne Cash, who I've never heard of, J. Cole, Neil Diamond, Disclosure, who I've never heard of, Ariana Grande, Jack Harlow, Margot Price, who I've never heard of, and YG, which that's a name I haven't heard in years. And the reason I'm making this video is because this whole situation has gotten two of my videos blocked in the US. These videos being my latest video, How American Idiot Changed My Life, and my Motley Crue video. Now, of course, you saw Green Day on that little list on the Wikipedia article. They are one of the artists that this is affecting, and judging by the fact that this affected the Motley Crue video as well, they're probably another artist that has their music licensed through SESAC. So there really isn't anything that I can do about this, unfortunately, other than just wait for this to blow over, which I am confident that it will blow over, because having watched the video that Critical made about this, it sounds like YouTube is playing hardball with SESAC to negotiate for a better deal, because I don't think anybody wants these famous songs, these really big songs, to be inaccessible by people in this country.
Definitely does sound like a galaxy brain scheme here from YouTube to try and get a better deal out of it, like, oh, alright, if you don't agree to our terms, I guess we're just gonna have to block all of these songs in the US, which is a huge market that you're gonna be missing out on. What a shame.
Like, that means less publicity for these songs, less money for the labels to make, less money for the artists to make. I don't think anybody wants that. That's why I think this is going to blow over pretty quickly, and that's why I'm not too worried about this. My only real concern is how long this is going to last for, because no one really knows how long this is going to last for. This could last a few days, it could last a few weeks, I have no idea. But the only real choice I really have is to just wait this out, as well as wait for the appeals for the copyright claims on the American Idiot video to expire, which those are set to expire. Some of them are going to be expiring on October 20th and others on October 21st, just because some some of them came in a day after I finished appealing all the claims. Like, here's basically my thought process about this. When I make my videos, I always upload them with the expectation that something is going to get copyright claimed. Maybe it's one thing, maybe it's two things, maybe it's 10 things. But I always upload with that expectation. You know, that's to be expected when making this kind of content that revolves around analyzing or discussing media, and you are taking the approach of using clips to give context to what it is that you're talking about, as well as clips to use for decoration and whatnot. Historically, that's always been the case. You look at any YouTuber that makes content similar to this, and this is definitely something that they deal with. And I know an easy solution to this would be, well, just don't use copyrighted content. It's just simple as that. And maybe you could make actual rant videos like your channel name implies, which is totally not me being petty and arguing useless semantics. And to that I say, I like the style that I've adapted for my content. I find it to be a lot more engaging and fun. And personally, I find the approach where you're not showing any clips, you're not doing really anything other than just a raw recording with little to no editing, I find that style to be kind of boring, personally. But you know, this is routine for me. I can handle it. And I don't really care if something gets copyright claimed because, number one, I don't really do YouTube for money. I mean, I do have monetization enabled, I am partnered, but it's not like I really make much of anything anyway, and that's not even really like my biggest concern. All I really want is for my videos to be seen by everybody. Here's the thing, YouTube is, has, and always will be a very passionate hobby of mine. The money has never really been a top priority for me. I know for a lot of YouTubers it is, and I'm not trying to talk down on anybody that does that, but that's just not the case for me. You know, I am nowhere near the position that I would need to be in order to make a really sustainable living just from YouTube. I was actually talking with my mom the other day about YouTube stuff and a few other things, and we were tossing around the idea of starting up a Patreon just so I can get some kind of validation and compensation for the work that I put into my stuff, because a lot does go into it, as you know. And again, I'm not against the idea, particularly because for a lot of YouTubers, Patreon functions as a safety net for when dealing with the copyright system as well as videos getting demonetized. It's just not something I really think I want to do because, again, this is just a hobby for me. You know, if it's something you guys are interested in, I'll definitely think about it. But as it stands, the money isn't really a main concern for me. Again, all that really matters is that my videos can be seen by everybody. That's why I only really take issue if a video is getting blocked worldwide, or if not worldwide, then in like a bunch of countries. And with the American Idiot video, actually, there was a series of reworks that I had to do for a couple of the segments because the usage of the music videos, this being for both Wake Me Up When September Ends and Jesus of Suburbia, were getting the video blocked worldwide. So I had to do a bunch of reworks there just so the video wouldn't get blocked. I could care less about any other copyright claims that the video got because, again, all I really want is for the video to be seen by everybody. So what I do after I finish my first draft of editing is I upload that draft as private on a SESAC account that I have just to see what, if anything, is getting copyright claimed, as well as if anything is getting blocked and there's any really crucial reworks that I need to do for that just so the video won't get blocked worldwide. But if there isn't any blocking going on, then it doesn't really matter to me just as long as, again, the video can be seen. And so when I upload the final video to my channel, the first thing I do after the video finishes processing, and again, I should mention that I always upload my videos as private so that the copyright claims can come in automatically. That's how I know it's not a person filing these claims, because how would a person be able to file those claims when the video isn't even public yet? So that's how I know it is a bot, an algorithm that is designed to detect for these things, at least for the things that they have in their system. And it's done automatically. So like the first thing that happens after the video finishes processing is I get at least 1 or 2 like emails regarding copyright claims that I got that I have to appeal. And that's what I then do. I submit appeals for everything. I have this rationale that I copy and paste talking about how it meets fair use guidelines because I am being transformative and it isn't meant to be a substitute for the original work. And so what then happens is that the copyright owner has 30 days to either accept reject or ignore the appeal. And in most cases, they ignore because they have more important things to worry about than some nobody with a few thousand subscribers using part of their work in a video where, again, it isn't even meant to be a replacement or substitute for the original work in question. Occasionally, they will reject the appeal, and again, I won't make a big deal out of it just as long as it's not blocking the video anywhere. And sometimes they even drop the claim before the expiration date happens. Like with the Dream Theater video, there were a few claims on that video that got dropped before they were set to expire, and that was pretty cool. It's very rare that that happens, honestly. But that's basically how I operate when it comes to copyright claims. So I'm predicting that when the claims on the American Idiot video are set to expire, then the video will be viewable again if this bullshit with SESAC hasn't already been dealt with. But as far as the Motley Crue video goes, unfortunately, every single copyright claim that I appealed on that video got rejected. Every single one of them. None of them expired, none of them got dropped, they all got rejected. So with that video, unfortunately, again, my only real option is to wait for this to blow over for the video to be viewable again. I know that YouTube gives the option to appeal rejected disputes, where you have to submit written responses about how your video meets fair use guidelines. I've only done this once in all of my channel's history, and that was back in 2017 when my Hey Arnold video was being blocked in all countries except Canada by Viacom. The video got blocked after it had already gone live, and the appeal got rejected. And the reason why I fought really hard for this video more so than any of my other videos is because, again, unlike every other video where the appeal got rejected, this one's visibility was at stake. And I was very proud of that video, and still am quite proud of that video, and I want people to be able to see all the love and care that I put into this video about my favorite childhood show. And thankfully they did end up releasing the claim, but the way I look at that situation is that I got really goddamn lucky. Because the reason why I haven't repeated this process with every other one of my videos that has a rejected dispute is because who knows if these companies will be as cool to me as Viacom was to me in 2017, and they'll be like, "No. Actually, we still don't think you're providing valid enough reasoning as to how your video is fair use, and we don't actually think that you know what you're talking about, so yeah, no, nice try." And then I'm just left with a copyright strike on my account. And I've never gotten a single strike on my account in all of the 11 years that I've been making videos on this channel, and I would like to keep it that way. For the sake of keeping my channel in good standings, I don't want to tempt fate too much. That's the reason why I haven't really taken these steps with anything else on my channel, because honestly, I'm kind of afraid of what might happen in response. It's already risky enough using as much copyrighted material in my videos as I do. I might not get as lucky as I did with the Hey Arnold video. And I really just don't want to tempt fate too much, because to reference the Firehouse song, so that's why whenever an appeal gets rejected, I usually just leave it alone. Because it's like, okay, you don't agree with the appeal, fine. But could you at the very least just make my video viewable for everyone? Because that's all I really care about. But other than that, what I've done right now is on my Google Drive, I have a master archive of every single one of my videos. Like, I've had this archive as far back as when Where's the Fair Use was a thing. Because I think it's important to have all of your videos backed up in the event that something really extreme happens, such as getting terminated or anything akin to that. So I have all my videos backed up, and I have them sorted into little folders based on which playlist they're a part of. And also on the Google Drive, I have a bunch other assets of mine and whatnot, and I mainly have it on Google Drive mostly for the sake of saving space on my hard drive as well as on my external drives. So what I've done is I have set the master archives of both the American Idiot video and the Motley Crue video to public, and I've linked them both in the description for anyone trying to find them. And I'm gonna have it like this until this shit with SESAC blows over and the videos get set back to being viewable. But however long I have to wait for this, they'll be on Google Drive. You can access them with the link in the description and download them from there too, I believe. So you can have them on you for, again, in the event something really extreme happens. The only other option there really is to have a VPN just so you can trick your browser into thinking you're in another country. Like, I actually use NordVPN. No, this isn't sponsored by them, but wouldn't it be cool if it was? But that's another option too. I know when every YouTuber does their sponsors for NordVPN or Surfshark or any other VPN that sponsors YouTubers, they always make a point to mention, oh, you can watch this Netflix show that isn't available in your country over here. Well, the same applies to other sites than just Netflix. So a VPN can come in handy for that as well, but if you don't want to do that, then again, the Google Drive links are in the description. But I think that's all I have to say about this. Again, I'm pretty confident that this will blow over pretty soon. There's no way that this is going to be like a permanent thing. Like, I don't believe that's going to be the case at all. So hopefully this video can become irrelevant soon, like the video I made back when Article 13 was being rolled out and the new algorithm that was made to coincide with that was blocking a bunch of videos. Maybe I'll keep this video up like I did that one just so I could have it on the record, but who knows. Other than that, thank you for watching this video, take care, and have a nice day. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.